Alright, so today we did see the reveal for the new game mode called Onslaught. They're adding into the light when that comes out on April 9th. This is what the mode will look like. I'm gonna go over it and talk about it. It's pretty cool. So it's big ass generator looking thing we have to protect. So what they were saying, sadly I did not get the audio from the stream because my recording software just loves to say no. But basically, if any ad enters the ring that's around the big machine, it'll slowly take damage over time while it's there, as well as any damage they do to it. To repair it, there's these little balls you can pick up constantly and throw at it, which will heal it constantly. There's a whole bunch of traps you can set up. There are these turrets. Obviously, like from the picture, there are those trip mines as you see right there. There's also some decoys, which is that to the right there. Other thing is, Midnight Coop is now confirmed to be coming back. There it is. It's got Firefly Connect trimmers at the very least. We don't know if they're craftable. We hope they're craftable, because it'd be nice, just for convenience sake. But at the same time, I guess they really want people to farm it, so they probably won't make it craftable. We'll see. We also know Hung Jury as well. We saw Hung Jury in the stream. I don't remember if I show it off. It shows off in this little clip. But basically, there are 3 different modes. There is a normal mode that's just casual, and it's 10 rounds. And then you get loot. And then there's a harder mode and a longer mode. One is longer, which is 50 rounds total of basically just defending the machine. It moves constantly after completion. You have the decoys or the bots. As you see, there's the ball thrown that'll keep its health up so it doesn't die. Basically, just a whole bunch of stuff. You can defend it. We didn't get to see the end, sadly. We did run out of time for the stream. There was only an hour stream. I don't know why they didn't go longer. They could have. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But sadly, we didn't get to see the final 2 bosses. We did see the first 3 bosses. There's obviously probably more combinations and stuff, but there's also these secret little events that happen throughout it randomly. And there's objectives to kill so many ads in so many seconds. There's a big tormentor you have to kill really quick, or just kill in general. Then there's one where you have to shoot these dingle dongles out of the sky. There's a whole bunch of different things. They give you a bit of rep and a bit of loot. Shax is the main vendor. While you're doing this, you get XP for his vending constantly throughout doing those secret little events that happen, the little objectives, stuff like that, as you see on the screen. Just got some. We don't know much about the weapons other than Hung Jury and Midnight Q. We assume there's some other ones, but we don't know fully. Well, we know there's more. They talk about that there's more, but they said next week will be the week we actually get to see it. So we don't really know at the moment what other weapons there are. It'll be next week's Tuesday, sadly. But as a whole, this event looks pretty cool. It's basic, you just defend a point, you do stuff. Every 5 rounds, it'll teleport you to another room, or every 6 rounds. On the 6th round, technically, it'll teleport you to another room for a portal. There's buy phases to upgrade everything, as you see. You can upgrade the turrets, the trip mines, and the decoys to make them more health, more damage, more everything. Basically, more useful. It's relatively simple. We can see in this that he's using tether, which he's not using the right tether in my opinion. I think the best tether would be single shot with the Orpheus rigs. Would probably make this 1,000 times easier. It's teams of 3, so you'll have to go in with teams 3. I believe they said that you can go in solo. There will be a mode where you can go in solo or 2-man if you want, which personally me and Purple will probably end up doing 2-man. But yeah, so just gameplay showing it, just defending this point constantly. The point does move though. After you complete 10 rounds, 10 rounds, you go into a world. You have to defeat a big boss. Each boss has their own mechanic style thing. It's actually kind of cool. I won't lie, they actually gave them their own. And then once you do that, you come back out, and the generator will be moved somewhere else. That's if you're doing the 50 one, the 50 wave one. If you're only doing the 10 wave one, then you only have to kill one boss, and you get the loot, and you end the activity. If at any point, if the generator that you're protecting breaks, as in dies, or just destroyed, however you want to put it, then the round ends, and all the loot you've gotten prior to that, you get to keep, but you won't be getting any new loot, because you failed it, obviously. If you do complete all 50 rounds, then you get bonus loot, and then there's going to be a higher mode that legend mode that gives you bonus loot per each 10 rounds, as well as final round, bigger, like a bunch of more loots, they said. We didn't get to see it, so sadly we didn't see exactly what it offered. But it's just basically sitting around defending a zone, eventually go into another world to kill something to do with the pyramid stuff on one of the pyramids, kill some stuff in it, and then you get to teleport back out, defend. It's a basic, simple thing. It is nice that it's 50 rounds. It's nice that it does give loot throughout it here and there. I feel like they could have spaced out some more loot. But there's supposed to be secrets and stuff, so we'll see. There could be some sort of secret. They didn't want to show everything off, and I understand that because, you kind of want people to discover and play it on their own and like it on their own, so it's respectable and understandable. Um, but as a whole, I do think there's a little bit more to it that could have been done, but it's not half bad. It's okay. This is the portal. You can see. You go into it. So how to upgrade the turrets, the trip mines, and the decoys is when you kill stuff, you get salvage here and there, and you can upgrade it using salvage. So it's basically like I don't remember what the game is called. There's a game, not Call of Duty Zombies, something similar though, but it had like an upgrade phase and stuff. I guess Call of Duty has it similar as well. But yeah, so you just have to upgrade all the turrets and stuff, make them more powerful. They go up to tier 3, so you start at tier 0, obviously, then you unlock it, which is tier 1, it goes up to tier 3, which increases its damage, its health, its durability, everything around it just becomes better. I believe faster fire rate was for the turrets, is what they were saying. The trip mines have a limited charge, so they will, when you buy them, they will blow up so many times, and then you have to rebuy them to put them back in place. But they're really cheap, they said, so it's not that big of a deal. There's this running part, as you see right now. They dunk the ball, they go back through it. Now for the next 5 waves, 4 waves, whatever it is, before they go fight the boss, they just have to kill a bunch of stuff. So it's interesting. It's obviously you have to get like in person. See, there's the trip mines, as you see. There's charges on them, and they have to upgrade them. You can make them better and more of them. So yeah, it's like a final line of defense. But it's more of I'm more interested in the loot personally, so I'm more interested in next week's stream to see what the new loot's gonna be about. I do think it's an okay thing. It's definitely not something that is super good. Like they would have taken some parts from the coil. We don't know for sure. There could be secret chests or secret loot throughout it. Random bosses that spawn. They didn't really talk about everything. They did talk about the little events, but they didn't talk much about them. So they could be like extra to that. We don't know the full info. But as all, it does look cool. I don't mind it. So yeah, I do, like I said, I do wish there was a little bit more info for it, but I do get it. They don't want to spoil it all because it is something that's coming to the game soon, but they want to get people hyped. I think it's definitely decent. It looks cool. It's pretty. There's also supposed to be other maps they were talking about. This Midtown, they just showed off Midtown, which is the Crucible map, but messed up looking because the what you call it has attacked. The darkness, the Witnesses soldiers have been attacking, so hence why it's damaged and stuff. There's Hive. There's Fallen. They said the Taken are doing something else, and we'll have to read the lore during this event to know what's going on with them. I'm guessing they're basically just being surrounded around Zivu to keep her safe because she lost her lost her ability, her Throne World, sorry, which makes her no longer invincible. So she's only got this plane of existence. So yeah, so she's probably got the Taken around them because the Taken are more powerful than the Hive. So yeah, at least lore-wise, they're supposed to be a lot harder to kill, I believe, is what it was, even though they don't seem that way. But yeah. They didn't say anything about the Scorn, but I assume because they only said the Hive and Fallen are here, at least that's what they were saying it is, I assume the Scorn aren't going to be here either, which is kind of sad, but we do know the Scorn's going to be in final shape, so maybe the Witness took all the Scorn with him because they can produce really quickly and make a lot of them, plus the Fallen, if he has any Fallen on the other side, he could turn them to Scorn if he wants to make more of them, and they can breed really quick, so I mean, that's probably why. Just easy to make a whole bunch of Scorn. So I don't know for sure, though, but yeah. There's these bosses that spawn randomly. I think this is one of the events they were talking about that happens, where stuff just spawns randomly. It's big. You gotta take out. Recommendations. I would say Solar Titan would just be absolutely nuked, or My headset cut out there for a second. I apologize. Like I was saying, um, I forget what I was saying. They were talking about something, but it's fine. Anyways, on to the other subject. This activity is a bit tedious. It will, if you want to play the 50 round one, will take a long time to play. It is not going to be something that is 5 minutes. So it definitely takes dedication to it. But as a whole, that's okay. I don't mind dedication as long as the loot is good. They don't really open the chests at any point because they weren't. I'm guessing he wasn't supposed to. He showed his midnight tube and then he picked up Hung Jury at some point. So yeah, but I feel like he wasn't really supposed to do that. That's why they are keeping the loot down low because that's next week's thing. So I guess a little tease, or they're intended. Who knows? Bungie for you. Different boss fights, though, as I said, they each have their own individual thing. There's a lot of them that have different ways of doing it. So it's interesting. It's a long thing. It'll definitely take probably like anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. They did say in it that they think it's impossible to solo all 50 rounds because towards the end it's supposed to get GM level of difficulty, but people solo GMs all the time, so Bungie, I don't know about that. Somebody will definitely, well, someone specific, Estrick will probably do it in the first few days, if that. Like he'll do it relatively quick. So yeah, that was the first boss. They nuked it. He was nothing. So yeah, it gets harder though. It progressively gets harder. There is, like I said, towards the end, the last 20 rounds, last two sets of rounds will be harder because it's supposed to get up to like GM level or harder or something like that. They were saying. I do apologize. I've been everywhere in this video. There's been a whole bunch to cover, and I'm just trying to get over it. So yeah. Shax has his own vendor. There are these things you also get, which we saw earlier in the video. These little nodules you get randomly. They look like coins. I assume it's some sort of upgrade thing. As you can see, they shifted to a new spot when they killed the boss. Still Midtown, but different spot on it to defend. All the turrets and stuff that you put in the other areas stay as well, and that can end up helping you kill stuff on the further ways. So yeah, it's actually kind of cool. It's very different compared to what Bungie makes, but I do like it personally. I do think it could be a little more, but there could be more added. They obviously don't want to give it all away. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see very soon. But that's the video. If you enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think about this new mode. It is called Onslaught. Let me know. I do apologize for videos all over the place. I apologize for my headset crash. But yeah, y'all have a good day. We out.